are welcome here, yes. Good morning and welcome to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, where we are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love, where all we ask is that you stay completely open to changing your life by changing your mind. Welcome home. I'm Valerie Reeves. I'm the spiritual director here. It is my honor and my pleasure to get to welcome all of you that are here live and in person, and those of you that are joining us online. I know it's summertime and we're all excited. It's our casual summer, I feel like summer school day. Yes, best day ever. So let's all stand up and join the choir in our community song.
Musical spaces over here. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Brandi Pagano, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful community in Apple Valley, California. Thank you so much for being here today. We are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as divinely unique. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the Science of Mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Welcome home, everyone. Thank you for choosing to be here today. And thank you to everybody that's watching us online as well. We're so happy that you're with us. Please say hello in the chat box and let us know how you're doing today. And hopefully we can see you in person soon. And if you are joining us in person for the very first time today, a special welcome to you. Is anybody here for the very first time? Raise your hand so I can give you a welcome. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. I will skip that part. But for everybody else, this is a reminder to please take home your program if you choose. It has all the information about the ways that you can reach our center, reach the office, put in a prayer request, anything like that. And it also has some of the upcoming events that are happening throughout this week. So I encourage you to take that home to stay in the loop. And now, moving on to announcements. So, current events happening at our center can always be found, of course, at the concierge table, online through our social media platforms, as well as our calendar that you can find on our website. It's all updated regularly, so please check back often so you can, again, stay in the loop, so you're not missing any of the wonderful things that we have here to gather. We also have a printed calendar of events and affirmations that you can take home with you, and it is updated regularly, but since this is the last week of July, all of the events that we currently have planned for August are on there as well. And on the back side is affirmations to follow along throughout the month, so you're more than welcome to take that home with you as well. And the announcements that we would like to highlight today are, today at 12 o'clock, we have a 1-hour sonic sound healing experience with High Desert Healing 760. Eddie and Amethyst have been here offering their unique talents and gifts many times before, and it is our pleasure to welcome them back today. Could you raise your hand, please? And thank you so much for joining us. They have been traveling all over, you guys, and if you don't follow their social media, I encourage you to, because you can see all the wonderful places that they are visiting and offering their services. It's really, really great to watch you guys grow, and thank you so much for still, taking care of your hometown peeps. We appreciate it. There is a $25 love offering donation, and of course, all are welcome. The doors open to the sanctuary at 11:45, and we begin at 12 o'clock. We are asking for any available volunteers to please stay for a few minutes right after service so we can move some of the rows of chairs. For the sound bath, you can lay down. If you brought a blanket or a yoga mat, that would be great. We also have the chairs available to sit down as well, so that would be your choice for your comfort level, and we hope to see you then. Also happening today and every fourth Sunday of the month, at 12 o'clock noon, we have our LGBTQ+ Conscious Conversations. Tina, could you raise your hand, please? Tina is from our Rainbow Alliance group, and she facilitates a once-a-month Conscious Conversations for our LGBTQ+ group. And everybody is welcome to join that, so if you have any questions, you can see Tina after service in fellowship, and they will begin at 12 o'clock. For this time, they're going to be meeting in the social hall, but most other fourth Sundays, they'll be meeting in the sanctuary. So just kind of stay in tune with Tina about where we're going to be, but most of the time it'll be in here. And thank you, Tina, for leading that group. Our garden party work day with Frank and the crew happens every first and third Saturday of the month. Join us this coming Saturday, August 3rd at 7:30. So check the time, it's 7:30. It used to be a little bit later, but as you know, it's getting pretty hot, or it's been hot. So if you have any questions, you can see Frank or Clay, and they'll tell you what all they're going to be planning to do to maintain our beautiful building and grounds. And so I just want to give another round of applause to all of our amazing volunteers that help to keep our center maintained and beautifully groomed. So thank you so much. Next Sunday, August 4th, is our birthday potluck, which we all love. All are welcome to join us. Please bring a labeled dish to share, and as always, the center will provide the cake. Also happening next Sunday after potluck is our CSL 101 Discovery event for those interested in learning about membership here at the center. And even current members can join us. It's a lot of fun just to get a little refresher. It's a very brief meeting, so if you are not currently a member and you're interested in membership, then please see us at the CSL 101 event, or if you have any friends that are just interested to know about our center, what kind of things we do, our philosophy, please bring them along. It's a really great thing to learn about our center. So I encourage everyone to check that out. All right, I'm going to take a breath because I am so excited. You know I get really excited. This is my calm, you guys. But I am so excited for this next announcement. Yeah, there you go. See? Spirit is always speaking. No matter who's talking or what phone's going off, it's always Spirit. That was great. Thank you for that. I love that. So out on the concierge table, you can find brochures for an upcoming spiritual retreat happening in May of 2025. Located at the beautiful, yeah, and then I'm going to tell you all about it. So, located at the beautiful RW Retreat, Located at the beautiful RW Spiritual Retreat Center in Lucerne Valley, this all-inclusive 3-day retreat with various workshops, activities, comfy accommodations with multiple room options will enrich your spirit as you embark on a transformative inward journey. In addition to connecting with like-minded individuals through group activities, ample time is provided for personal reflection and solitude on this 900-acre private sanctuary. How amazing is that? So cool. Pricing and more info can be found in your brochure. And then there's also a price sheet too. So if you have any questions, please see the office or Reverend Valerie. And we're getting the word out. So there's also going to be a payment plan with multiple options. So that's why we're telling you about it now, so that there's no surprises. And again, that's happening May of 2025. So thank you, Reverend Valerie, for setting that up. That's all for announcements today. We always have so many things going on, so please check in often to stay in the loop. And now I'm going to pass it over to our practitioner of the day, Frank St.Clair. Thank you, Frank.
Okay, well, I'll take a breath now. You are fast. Okay, I'm Frank St.Clair. I'm practitioner for the day. If you'll please join me in reading our affirmation for today, please. I think you'll find it up here on the screen. If you'll join me, please. I am a source of peace and calm. Please. I am a source of peace and calm. I am a source of peace and calm. I will now read Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises. You will find them in your program or up on the monitors. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it rings forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. And now we'll have some contemplation time, Maestro. Thank you, Chris. Hate to break the spell, but boy, that's nice. Lori, would you please join me now for lighting the flames of faith? We perform the flames of faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and that all faiths, all beings, come from the one great spirit, universal presence, which we call spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony, equilibrium, and the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalist religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Lori lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And so it is. If you will join me in prayer, please. We recognize one universal, omnipresent, omnipotent source we call Spirit. Others name it by God and many other names. We unify our minds consciously with this higher expression of ourselves. We remember who we are, who I am, for we are godlings, progeny of the Most High. We are incarnations and individualizations of the One, the Source, that omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent Spirit. We are stardust, made in the creative likeness and image of Spirit, returning consciously to the divine garden of creativity, of love, truth, power, and action. Yes, we all are godlings, and we are beautiful. And I give thanks for the speaking of these words and the truth that they hold. And so it is, and so we are. Amen.
Here is Reverend Valerie.
I do not need to be announced. Thank you. So glad that you're all here. I was doing a workshop the other day, or doing our class, Essential Earnest, and you know, anyone ever have one of those days? And I said, it has been a day. And Richard chimed in and he said, best day ever. I'm like, yeah, that's right. It's a great thing to always remember, best day ever, regardless of any appearances, that we just claim it's the best day ever, where we get to have fun. And this is our playful day where we wear shorts, we remember that we're kids at heart, that it's summertime, and that we get to embrace our playful nature. So yay, who needs a hula hoop? Somebody does. I'm going to know somebody takes one. Okay, there you go, Clay. And Judy. We'll play more, but I love to use the hula hoop for my spiritual practice. It's like it cleanses me as it goes down. And then I shake it out. I put my intentions in there, hit in that vortex, and know that all the goodness in the universe is just flowing right where I am. And it's interesting, you know, when we have this belief system, we honor all paths, whatever you believe is right and perfect, and yet some belief systems and some things that we carry may not serve us. So I'm driving down Bear Valley last night, and a truck zooms up behind me, and I'm not going fast enough, so the person moves over to the next lane, and they're not going fast enough, and I could see him just shaking his steering wheel there and pounding on it and just like yelling, and birds were flying. Not just one, but two birds were flying. And then he finally moves over to the turn lane and just sends another bird as he's turning on his way. And I thought, so much anger. Sometimes people get so caught up into, I gotta get there, I gotta get this way, and you gotta believe how I believe. And people get into arguments about my way's the only way. And this is what I want, and everybody get out of my way. And in those times, I always remember that we're always in the divine and perfect time. So just go with the flow of the road, go with the flow of life, and making sure that every thought that we have is serving us, that's loving and kind and generous and beautiful and eloquent, because that's who we are. And as we remember who we are, we remember these things, because that's who we are. Today I'm talking about perfectly imperfect and expansive experience. My first quote is from Brene Brown. So Brene Brown, who wrote The Gifts of Imperfection. She wrote a lot of really great books. Courage, compassion, and connection. Together, these three gifts will help you live a wholehearted life filled with happiness and self-acceptance. So courage, having that courage to be who you are. Now, growing up in Nebraska, in a very small town, we had one grocery store, one stoplight in town, and two little stores that had candy. And so, you know, we would go there. But every summer, my sister and I, she's 1 year older than I am, we would always plan a carnival. Anybody else do a backyard carnival? Yeah, some of you maybe from the Midwest. In fact, when we moved farther south in Nebraska, we had Cartoon Kate, and cartoons would play, and then every little break, right before commercial, she would talk about all the carnivals that were going on in the neighborhoods. In this neighborhood, there's that carnival. In this neighborhood, there's that carnival. And one year I decided, you know, if we're gonna have a carnival, we have to have cotton candy. So we go to the candy stores, nothing. We go to the grocery store, nothing. Saw there was a wholesale place. I called them. No, you have to be a retailer to buy cotton candy from us. But what I did know is the state park, which was 10 miles away, had cotton candy. So I told my mother, we have to go there. You have to take us. And she's like, I'm not going to drive you out there. Well, then we're going to ride our bikes. And she said, no, that is way too far. That's 10 miles out of town. That's on a highway. It's busy. No, it's not going to happen. So my sister and I are contemplating. It's like, there has to be cotton candy. It's a carnival. We want to have cotton candy. About that time, my dad's boss showed up to drop some stuff off at our house. My dad wasn't home, but he dropped the stuff off, and we were talking about this dilemma. He said, I'll drive you out there. Yay, success. one of my first creative visualizations that happened. Cotton candy! So we got out there, we got a couple bags of cotton candy, not enough cotton candy for everybody in the neighborhood, but cotton candy. And so excited. I don't know about your backyard carnival, but we had a tire swing, so we'd circle people around. That was a great ride. We'd push them in my brother's stroller with a pillow on it, pushing them. You got a great ride, woohoo, for just a dime. Also, some of my mom's china that we put in the backyard. You throw a dime, and if it lands on the plate, you get to keep the plate. Of course, as the neighborhood mothers are bringing the china back, saying, What are you kids doing? I gave you just this old stuff, not the good china. But for a dime, you too could have a piece of china. I think we got most of it back. But the good times, as kids where we're just free and having our intention and everything's a ride and it's fun and kids are begging their parents for a dime so they can come and get a ride in our stroller. Just the crazy things that I'm thinking, to just live out loud with that courage and excitement. This is what life's all about, just embracing who we are. When we're singing this song, I remember who I am. Sometimes we forget that we are more than just this body, ego, self. We are divine spirit, flowing with ease, with grace, with love. And we get an opportunity to decide. We have free choice on what our thoughts are. And if our thoughts are taking us down a road that says that is not great, let me change my thought. Let me change my story. We want to make sure that we are loving who we are each and every step. Change your story, change your life. There's so many books out there because our basic quote is, change your thinking, change your life. I was in a store and I saw a special kind of milk and it said, change your milk, change your life. I didn't know. If I would just change what I'm drinking, something is going to be really good for my body. Change your question, change your life, because sometimes we are not asking the right question, which I know Albert Einstein talked about. If you ask the right question, you'll get the right answer. Because sometimes we're just trying to figure it out. And that's where Mary Morrissey came up with, what would you love? Versus, oh, we've got this thing, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. But maybe that's not what we would love. What would we love? So finding what we would love and embracing every part of who we are. Sometimes we're in situations that maybe we just don't love that situation, but let me see the good in it. Now, yesterday I was in Redondo Beach and I did a memorial, and there was over 250 people there. This person was loved, let me tell you. Everybody wanted to come up and say something, and we just kept it down to 10 people. The top 10 list got to come up and say something. And everybody had the same thing to say about this woman, that she was just the kindest person, always said the nicest things, was always there to help. And I'm thinking, to have a room full of so many people see that in one person, what a great life. It's like, okay, let me embrace that part of myself that brings life, that brings love, that sees the divinity in everyone. I have another quote from Dennis Merritt Jones. You can try to wait until everything is perfect in your life before you seek that moment of enlightenment. But you will be waiting literally in eternity, literally. Eternity, literally. Because we are whole, perfect, and complete just as we are and just as we aren't. And if you want everything to be absolutely perfect, there's always something, which gives us an opportunity to grow. I know when I was doing this memorial, her husband came up and spoke, and he said, I lived over 80 years, a really great life, and then I met her, and the last 7 years have been fabulous. So it's never too late. But he said one of the things about her is that he was so judgmental and he learned so much. He said, I'd see somebody and say, oh, that guy's a schmuck. And she's like, but wait, there's so much more than that. You can see whoever they are, but there's that divinity that flows through them. And when we're looking in the mirror, or when we've fallen or done something that wasn't brilliant and beautiful, instead of beating ourselves up, take a moment and remember, but wait, I am so much more than this thing that I did where I made an accident or where I hurt somebody or where something happened. Let me forgive myself. Let me move forward. Let me know that divinity is flowing through me and make peace with myself. It took me a lot of years to do that. So I don't know about any of you, but I really felt like I was the different odd man out. Everybody else got the memo, but I didn't. Even my sister seemed to just kind of get it. She just automatically would make her bed. We talked about this the other day because that was not my thing. And she's like, well, I just couldn't even go to bed with it all wrinkled and stuff. And I was like, oh, you have an issue. Okay. It's not me, it's you. But it's like, now I like to make my bed because it feels good to climb into a made bed knowing that I did that for myself. The things that we can do for ourselves to love and honor ourselves regardless of everything that's going on. And is there anything in my life that I need to clean up? Let me clean it up. As we move on to the next quote, your relationship to life is that you are of like nature to it. You are in it, and it is in you. Some part of you exists as pure, unmanifest spirit. This side of your nature has never been troubled. Since you are fashioned from the stuff of the invisible, its nature is incarnated in you. Its nature is incarnated in you, that divine spirit, that essence. And in any of the Ernest Holmes book, when you see a capital in the middle of a sentence, it's referencing spirit, God, essence, whatever you choose to call it. But that divine essence that flows through us, in, as, and of us. So we are pure, perfect spirit on that level, and then there's the human stuff. And the human stuff, we may judge ourselves and others, and we may be in that space of love and nurturing, and we may do things that, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have done it. There's always that coulda, woulda, shoulda. And the coulda, woulda, shoulda is we could live our life in that, but then we're just in the backstory. And I don't want to be in the backstory. I want to be moving forward. That's why the front windshield of our car is bigger than the back, so we can see the world, and we are moving forward with love, with excitement, with joy, with playfulness, and finding ways to make it playful. In the book, Who Would You Be Without Your Story? The author asks 4 questions because we get caught up into that story over and over and over again. Is it true? Yeah, it's really true. Is it really true? To my memory. How does that story make you feel? Oh, not good. Not good. Well, then why are you telling that story? Who would you be without that story? Why are we saying things to ourselves or remembering stories that make us beat ourselves up? Or remembering stories where things weren't good enough. It's like, okay, that happened in the past, and though I want to validate and acknowledge my feelings, and there's a lot of ways you can do that. For me, it's writing and ripping. I really hurt, I was sad, even crying, ripping it up, letting it go, and it's like, okay, I validate who I am, I validate my feelings, and to create a new story, let me focus on something else. Let me focus on the good. Let me focus on what I would love in this experience. Because we get to create this experience. We get to make it up. And sometimes when things happen in the world, I'm like, I was thinking about that, and then it happened. Woohoo, best day ever. And then we see things manifest. And the more we get very clear about what it is that we truly love, what we truly choose in our life, the more we get to step right into that picture. So taking time to really embrace who we are, love who we are, visualize what we want, and then step into that picture. And then also take some meditation time to listen in the quiet stillness. All right, Spirit, guide and direct me. And allow that guidance. And it shows up. You know, we just get into that quietness, like, go here, ask this person, talk to that person, do this. Sit in quiet for a little longer, because it's really easy to want to get busy, busy, busy in the world. I was thinking about the busyness in the world, and years ago when my youngest son, Andrew, who is in Costa Rica right now, him and his wife are in Costa Rica. They are going to do the Superman zip line through the jungle. I'm like, yeah, awesome. I don't think I'd want to go face first, but you know what? Wear goggles. You'll be fine. Enjoy. But he was at Mount Madonna Retreat Center. It's so funny. You know, your kids are all just, if you have more than one child, you can see they're just all so different. And this was my little tree hugger who is now a financial advisor, which is fabulous. He likes numbers, so that works. But my little tree hugger was at the Mount Madonna Yoga Retreat Center for probably 4 years altogether, a couple years here, a couple years there. And he invited me to come up and stay before he was actually married to his wife. She was running the little coffee shop, and he's like, hey, could you come up and run the coffee shop for the summer? I'm like, oh yeah, what's better? You're at a yoga retreat center? Okay, I did restorative yoga, but that's about it. So you're at a yoga center. It's nice and calm and beautiful views, and coffee all day. What more could you ask for? So I was up there, and what I noticed, because they didn't have TVs around, there were sometimes we'd have retreats that came up and they would be doing the silent retreat. It's like, I'm not speaking, I'm on silent retreat. So, okay, hi, you look great. Because they're being silent. But what I noticed about myself is sitting alone in the quiet was challenging, because you get to listen to all your thoughts. And I had to do a lot of breathing. And once in a while I had to drive down the hill, because it's like I just need a little more stimulation. Even though you've got the redwoods, you've got beautiful sequoias, you've got a beautiful view. All right, sometimes we need a little fast pace in our lives. And when we step into that fast-paced world, am I renewed, or I just keep bringing the same person back? This is like our summer break, and even if we're still working during the summer, because the kids are out of school, it feels like summer break, right? Some of you that are teachers, I know you're actually on a break. Or if you're retired, yes, maybe you're on a break, and yet then you get really busy because we want to just keep our lives busy. How much time are you taking for yourself to sit in that quiet, in that love, in that peace, and making peace with yourself? And then, like the beautiful woman who I did the memorial for yesterday, being that space of peace and love and givingness. To be able to be so giving that people just want to show up to celebrate you at the end of life. And her husband said even on her birthday parties, lots of people would show up because they just wanted to celebrate her. He's like, I never had parties like that. I was a little different. I was the schmuck. But, make it, because you spot it, you got it, So he said he became a better person. And knowing that people become a better person because you are in this world, bringing that element of love and peace and harmony, and allowing ourselves to look at things that are happening out there in the world with discernment and with love, rather than with harsh judgment. Because we can get into that, oh, look at them, look at that, can't believe they did that. It's like we're holding it into our body and we're creating that dis-ease in our body, so allowing it to flow. And it's like, you know what, if you're doing that, fabulous, good for you. And if you're doing totally the opposite, fabulous, good for you if it's working for you. Let me celebrate who you are and how you are. Let me be at that space of discernment where I'm just looking at it through the eyes of love, not through harsh judgment. I have another quote up here. This one's from a novel that I read by Dr. Seuss. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Right? Because it's kind of like the quote that we talked about, or I mentioned last week, and somebody mentioned in our class, and I think somebody in the Shakagawa and Creative Visualization mentioned, I'm not who I think I am, I'm not who you think I am who I think you think I am. Tongue twister, right? You're going to have to slow that down. Because many times we're acting in a certain way because, oh, people are judging me. People are thinking this about me. So we either hold ourselves back or react a different way. Instead of coming out and just playing out loud, allowing ourselves to be who we are, even if we have somebody beside us shushing us, shh, 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 don't do that. I have to say I might have done that to my sister a time or two because she's very, very loud. Shh, 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 everybody can hear you. That's okay. Let them hear you. Let them see you. Let them know you. Embrace who you are. Get excited about life. And if there's something really heavy on your heart, do what I do, which is writing and ripping, doing some journaling, or sitting at Starbucks with an empty chair and asking the brilliance of the universe, which could be my mother, my father, my grandmother, somebody who's maybe passed that I feel has some good knowledge, and just take my little notebook and say, all right, what would you do in this situation? Hey, Dad, what would you do? Hey, Mom, what would you do? Hey, Grandma, who was brilliant. When I said, because she lived to be 103 and was still driving at 102, and I said, how do you attribute such a strong, vibrant lifestyle? And she said, I don't know. Eat your spinach. So the brilliance of the universe flows when we just allow it to flow. So eat your spinach, have those conversations, tap into your heart, tap into that spirit inside of you, and allow yourself to play out loud. And so it is. Thank you. So I'm going to do a quick treatment because I really feel like in the universe, it would be good to have that right now. I'm going to do a quick treatment, and then the choir is going to come up and sing beautifully and brilliantly. So let's go inside our heart of hearts as we just breathe in the fullness of life, continuing to let go of anything that does not serve us. Just let it go with ease and grace. We can pick it up again later if we choose to. Knowing that there is one mind, one power, one infinite intelligence that flows in, as, and through every single vibrant, beautiful, healthy cell in our bodies, and we claim them all as healthy and vibrant. As we allow that spirit to flow through, knowing that we are one in this cosmic soup, the little godlings that we are, as Frank so beautifully said. Honoring that part of who we are, the spirit, the soul, the energy that decided to incarnate in this body at this time, in this universe. Knowing that we just allow peace and love to flow. Not stepping into any judgment, just allowing beautifully, eloquently, every expression of all the other godlings in the world to just be and do what they do, looking with interest, looking with love, looking with that gentle allowing, knowing that the peace within celebrates the peace in the world, knowing that so within, so without, as we are the peace that continues this flow of life. And in great gratitude for each and every person here, for the love, the peace, the abundance, the prosperity, the harmony of each and every person, I just release my word knowing all is well. And so it is. So let's bring the choir. Let's welcome them back up here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the work. Thank you, Chris, for all the work. Lori and every one of the choir members, because they do show up on Tuesdays and practice and harmony and love and grace. So we are grateful, grateful, grateful. Yes.
Sunday afternoon. all those happy people we could meet just as grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No, 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 no. Keep on spending sunny days this way. Gonna talk and laugh our time away. I feel it coming closer day by day. Life would be ecstasy, you and me endlessly grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No, 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 no. Keep on spending sunny days this way. Gonna talk and laugh our time away. Feel it coming closer day by day. Life would be ecstasy, you and me endlessly grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No, 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 no. Grooving, grooving, grooving.
We are grooving. Wow, and we'll just keep that going for the day, whether you come to the wonderful sound bath and sounds or go to conscious conversations, knowing that whatever we do today, we are grooving, we are in the flow, life is good as the ushers come forward, and we can say our giving affirmation. We send a big hello to Joan, who is in a retreat center in Apple. Yeah, it is a retreat. It's a physical therapy retreat center in Apple Valley, and she coordinates everything. So we are coordinating by osmosis. Yes. So let's say our giving affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
we are so grateful by the divine blessings to keep this center going and flourishing and having great opportunities for wonderful things to unfold. Knowing that we are blessed by the giving, that it keeps that beautiful circulation of life happening, that we are just open to the goodness as we just say yes, 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 to the goodness, to the love, to the abundance. And so it is. Thank you. And so just a reminder, we do have refreshments right after service, and then the wonderful sound bath will happen in here, and then we will have conscious conversations in Richelieu Hall. I do want to remind, after we sing the closing song, that it is time for hugs and handshakes. Make sure that everybody gives Clay a hug, because I get reminded that there are hugs and handshakes after. But we are going to embrace our spirit as we bring the kids forward, as we make a circle around the edges, and the kids and their team are going to make a circle in the middle. I'm going to join the kids. All right. As we make a big circle and sing our closing song.